Gonna take a walk in Donkin's Ripleys sugar camp. It's got some pipes. It's got a few buckets here, a few cans tapped in for a display. It's got some pipelines running over here. More pipelines running on this side of the hill. There's my team way up that way. They left without me. Oh well, I'll catch up. I'll bring the rest of the world in with me. Oh, camp's way over there. I don't know if you can see it through the trees on the lens. So what happens here is, if you can see on the side of the tree, they got a tap. There's a hose that comes down and goes into a pipe, and then it's pumped in. It runs off into the black line over there, and that's your main line. Then it would run down to your camp or your shelter to store your syrup. Store your sap to boil it down into syrup. All kinds of lines. Looks like he's got a pretty decent setup. Nice slope. Main line's a little bit low, but you can't have them too high. See the black lines? They come down, they go into this shack, this little cabin. It would be all pumped into here, and then this would probably be like a holding, probably has a holding tank inside, and then it would be pumped from here out the top, and it would run along this line here, and it would go down to the boiler. They must have a boiler down in there. Yeah, you can see the stacks where they're boiling down the syrup, the sap to make syrup. Black lines are coming down from the cabin. You can hear the generator going. That would be the pump. They got it coming down and going over this way, over into the side there around the building. I'm guessing this is the pump or a generator to keep power going, as I don't see any power lines coming in. So it's either power for the camp or just to pull the syrup down the line and pump it into the evaporator house.
2 minutes, basically a minute. I love the smell. 20 minutes.
Hard for you guys.
One day last Saturday when it was snowing,
Yeah.
they dumped 5 and 6 minutes. It's the only time this year. Yeah.
Okay.
They've had no overnight runs yet. They've had none of that stuff. So everything's behind this year. It's just, it's
A lot of snow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's literally a short
season,
season
eh?
too. You never know. You never know. If it comes in too warm too fast, it will. But if it doesn't, it warms up like it normally does. It'll be.
So how much would this evaporator here hold?
How much will it hold?
Yeah. Like how
With the gray
much?
beard over there?
Yeah.
The blue vest?
Okay.
How much does it hold, Keith? How much does it hold?
How much syrup and sap?
80 liters? Or gallons? Gallons?
Gallons, 100 gallons.
Yeah. Okay. So this evaporator here holds 80 to 100 gallons.
12 by 4, 12 feet long and 4 wide. Yes,
12 long, 4 wide.
Yeah.
It's a good
Right?
size.
4 wide, 12 long, right?
Yeah.
4 wide?
Yeah, 4x12.
4x12, yeah. No, I was just telling her the girlfriend's father went out and tapped a few trees and got a little evaporator and a little dish to hold some stuff, and he's gonna try it out, I guess. Yeah.
Kind of a fun thing to do in the springtime.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Try to go for a nap, but somebody don't want to go for a nap. Alright. Because this little baby leaves just a minute ago.
So how long would it take you to evaporate the 80 to 100 liters, or is it like a constant
Well, it's
flow
a constant flow in, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And we'd go through between 80 and 100 gallons an hour once we're going.
80 and 100 gallons an hour.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Depending on how hard you fire it. And
Yeah. Yep.
sugar content in the sap, the whole bit.
Yeah. So can I ask a personal question? How much would something like this run around?
Oh, I don't know. It's not mine. I didn't buy it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't really tell you.
That's quite the
I'm
rig.
thinking it was 7 years old or something like that now.
70 years old?
7 years. This is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The bottom here is built in 45, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Furnace itself, the upper, that's 7 years old, I think.
Okay, the upper's 7 years old.
Yeah, I believe so.
Huh. And the
I'm just
and the
guessing,
bottom
but
would be kind of around 1945.
Yep.
Yeah. Where would you find that? Just a local
I
guy?
don't
Or?
know the Stanley would have it, the older fellow there. He'd have to tell you. He knows the history of it, knows where it came from, who first owned it, and
Yeah.
how many hands it passed through the whole bit.
So we have a holding tank upstairs on the second half floor. We got another one down below. Are you the owner?
No.
No?
Previous owner.
Oh, previous.
Yeah, that's the other one.
What would this here be?
Vacuum system.
The vacuum system?
Yeah.
Okay. Different pipes coming in.
That's
Syrup.
the main pipe, probably.
Sap from the trees coming down. Different sections. Comes through the vacuum system. Must fill up. That would fill up so far, and then the plunger would open and drain down into the bottom.
Float lifts it.
Okay,
It
yeah.
gets up to about here, it'll lift.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is air cylinder,
Yeah.
and it turns the top. Shut the air off, it'll dump. And then when it goes back down again, and this drops back down, it'll trip this. Recircle the air back,
Okay.
slide it back and forth.
Yeah. So you were saying it fills up to about here,
Yeah,
and
about
then
here somewhere.
yeah, and then it'll drain down into the bottom and kind of filter out.
Built in.
He was saying, do you know any history on the evaporator?
Yeah,
Yeah. What would something like that be worth? Do you know?
18,000
18,000?
just for the top fans.
Okay.
For the top.
Yeah.
The bottom of the furnace was in 1944.
Okay. Yeah.
When it bought in 1944.
From at this camp or like
No,
a different one and then
another
brought in?
camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
All we've done is retin.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's a nice setup. Looks good. And he was saying it can go through 100 gallons an hour.
About 100 gallons tap. Each pour is good.
Yeah. Now, do you got to keep the heat regulated at a certain temperature, or just hold her wide open and let
Wide
her?
open. Put all the wood you get.
Yeah. And just let the rest do the magic. Yeah.
Boils down and comes in the back and runs on the back pans. There's crimps about this deep.
Mhm.
And the sap comes in, through a preheater. Up in the top there's a preheater, a bunch of pipes.
Yeah.
And it's all preheated in the steam. And then it's released at the bottom. And it goes back. 3 trips on the end, goes back, and then back on the other side.
Yeah.
And then it's all controlled with floats.
Okay.
It comes into the front pans and they go this way. As it gets thicker, as it goes travels, it gets thicker.
Yep. So we walk down this road here, and we come to a second maple syrup camp. This one here is Donkin's. I believe the first one was Ripleys. There's Carolyn. So they got the evaporators going here. Oh, there is some power. I didn't see power lines earlier. There's some power over there. I don't know, maybe it's on a generator, not sure. But anyways, we're gonna go inside Duncan's. See what's going on. Let's go in. So this is where the rest of the posse is.
Well, he doesn't mind because he ate a great big lunch and breakfast, so.
It's too much stick. Yeah. You gotta remember, she's feeding for 2 here. Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe we can feed him there a little bit. Give him a little extra here. It's fine to be. Your holder. Did you want one there?
Me, no. I'm good.
Oh, that's nice. Gives me an opportunity to take pictures.
Do you always have to take pictures?
How many is your roll?
Even coyote
Just for one.
and wolf.
I usually for 2.
Well, she's
Nope.
feeding one, but
Yeah.
She's got 2. I'm on a diet.
Oh, you had a big lunch?
Uh-huh.
You were like me, you had a big lunch.
Yeah, had a big lunch.
I know it.
And it's not gonna do. Can't do it.
Can you believe it?
When I was this guy's age here, boy, I really look forward to this street.
like
Even
fall
when my
off.
father didn't have a sugar which he would buy some maple syrup and cook it up. Then Don go out and level off the fuel bank and pour some of that on it. Very good. Okay, you're having some.
I am.
You get your stick.
I do.
And you paid me the most money here, so you're first.
Oh, why, thank you.
And we had 1, 2, 3.
She needs a stick.
Yeah, I'm gonna need this stick.
Well, you know, when I was young, we weren't allowed to have sticks. And there was 4 here. You count to 20 first, and you see this lady, how you roll it up? Just like that guy will roll up the rim there, and roll up the maple.
I don't know, you can't.
Count, Daniel. Yours is rolled up there, Ethan. Count.
Okay, folks, those are ready now. Yep.
I'll send you my-
I don't even remember your name.
Put your stick in there fast. Somersault.
Okay.
Lift and turn, lift and turn, lift and turn. I'd show you how to do a somersault, but I got a picture in my hand.
Now you need to
Can't do it with one in your hand?
Already done, Mom?
Oh, yeah. How's the year been, Donnie?
Well, just kind of looked at the production figures today. Of course,
It's almost no.
all businesses now are about production figures, and you get 2 more for the price of that. And don't give him any.
I guess I'm not allowed any.
Put it right in, all of it. All of it.
Try it.
So we're at 30%.
Put it all in,
All of
Ethan.
it.
Not close yet.
This is so gross.
But there haven't been very many warm days, though, really.
That's right.
We've only had a couple, right?
Don't put all of it in.
I'm enjoying myself.
3 here, right?
All of it, not everybody.
Let it melt in your mouth. Let it melt in your mouth.
It's dripping, buddy. It's dripping. Put it all in.
Ethan's going to drip on your fingers. Put it all in.
There you go.
No pressure.
Yeah. No pressure. Eat it. Eat it.
Where's your water?
Here.
I was talking to some of my maple producer friends up in Lynn Mountain. I don't know if you know where that is. That's past Spring Hill.
Yep.
And one guy,
So
Mr.
towards
Goodwin, has 30,000 trees.
Okay.
This year he's only going to cap 3,000 because the snow is so bad.
Isn't that something?
And shoveling, 10 men shoveling, and one day they only capped like 600 trees.
Shake it off.
He says there's 3 feet of snow above the lines. You see all my lines of this. We were very lucky here. I had 2 men shoveling for 5 days to get my lines out of the snow.
You get them out as well.
Yeah.
Not me.
Because if they're in the snow, the sap won't run because
Gotta
it's
get my
frozen.
brain straight again.
Yeah, the snow is an insulation, right? It'll keep it cold. All right through the lines. Okay, everybody's had 2 dips, except this lady. She's really savoring it. Took me all year to make that. 11 months. Last roundup.
You get 3 rounds.
Yum.
He's already sweet.
Yeah.
Now don't go and drink a lot of water after that. You're going to be even sweeter.
These people are from New Brunswick, Big Cove.
I'm from Big Cove, and my family. And the in-law, father-in-law's across the river from Big Cove. And Carolyn's from Caracat.
That's mainly French, isn't it?
We do like 20 seconds and we'll have more. It's not mainly French, it's just French.
All And
I'll say Caracat.
you don't have to take a
This way.
ferry there, do you? Or just, there's
No.
the bridges? Yeah. It's out in the-
No, it's
out
in New Brunswick. It's
yeah,
not
but
an
I mean-
island.
No, but I mean, it's out in the peninsula.
Yes.
I have my sister-in-law's from Carrigan.
They've changed the name too, Don.
4, 3, get everybody?
No.
Anybody else? Gramps, you short?
No, I'm fine. No.
How about you?
I'm just watching.
One on me, if you want one.
I'm good.
You might want to take a last one.
How about you, man? Thank you for coming to my camp. Thank you very much. And I'm sure, I didn't ask, but I'm sure you folks are natives. And we thank the natives for giving us the maple syrup. You're showing us how to do it.
How are you supposed to get the
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Take care, there's a place here now for your sticks, unless you want to take them home.
Thanks, Donnie.
Thanks, Don.
No, wait, you get our picture. Don't make you think you are pretty quick.
Picture 8. I'm gonna let you.
No. So it's too sweet, man. Too sweet.
There you go. Roll it in, roll it.
That's what they did. Let me help you.
It's taking a picture with it.
Yeah, take it. That was too much for me.
I think the first one was too much.
Thank you. Was good, eh?
Did you have enough sugar?
Yeah.
You want more sugar?
No.
Come on. No more sugar.
Yeah. They come on fire still. Still
I'll choose the current.
That's got me up for me.
Right.
Whatever you're.
So we're leaving the second camp and we're on our way to the third camp. I guess down here they
No, I played yesterday.
there's no power. They have a water wheel that generates power for them. They live like that year round. And I'm really curious on seeing how it works. Hey. And we're still walking down the road there. Been about 10 minutes so far. I can't remember what they were saying, how long it was going to be to the third camp, but it's,
I heard somebody said must be around 1 kilometer.
okay, so we're walking back 1 kilometer into the woods to find some more sugar, more maple syrup.
And it's a snowy day on Easter Day.
Yeah, it's Easter, eh?
Yeah, it is.
And for being way back in the woods, there's actually a lot of people walking back here. Anyways, my hands are cold, so I'm putting my phone back in my pocket. Thank you.
Bye.
I think we're getting close. I can see pipelines up ahead. I don't know if you can see them, but there's pipelines right there. There they are. I think we're getting there. I don't know if you can see way up in there, but there's pipes right there. And they go from there. Well, starts at this tree.
Jason!
What? I see it. And it goes all the way over this way. It goes down to where that truck's going. And it's down on this side too. It's quite the piece of land. Quite the setup.
Yeah, there were whales.
Geez, there's pipes everywhere from as far as you can see. This is a big one. This is a pretty big setup. It goes way back there into the woods. Then it goes way over on this side and way back into there. As I was showing there a few minutes ago, up the road, you could see way back into the woods, and then it all runs down here. It goes way down here and then way up there where those kids are and further. Okay, I was way up there a little while ago. Now I'm further down the hill.
Wedgie ain't gonna feel too good, boy.
There's like a main line way up that way. And then it continues way back in the woods. And it's still further. Okay, moved a little bit further. You can see the pipeline coming in from up top. We're getting closer to the camp. There's a lot of acreage that's piped. There's the camp. You can see the steam coming off of it from the evaporators. They got a little lake down there. Now this place here doesn't have any power. It's there's a water wheel that generates power for them year round. It's supposed to be quite the setup. be my first time in. We're gonna find out how everything operates. So we finally made it down to the camp. That's a big camp that they were all talking about. Just kidding. Now, if you look way back in there, another building. It's kind of camouflaged. There's a green roof. I'm guessing that's like a barn for animals or something. Then you got another one here. Looks like a storage. And you got another one back there. Nice big building, almost like a stall. Another one in behind, a little building here. And then you have their house, and up top of the house you have, look, they got solar panels. So I'm guessing if whatever the water wheel doesn't generate, they have solar electricity that backs them up throughout the different months of the year. And they have the evaporator shed. A little outhouse over here. And they have a, looks to be like a bridge or a dam or something like that for their power, or maybe it's just to cross the river. But quite the nice little spot. Yeah, I hear some noises down there, so I'm guessing that's their a generation dam for them. Pretty cool little setup so far. We're gonna go inside and have a peek at what's going on. Okay, well, this here is the third sugar shack. The guy down in the truck, he was saying that they moved here in 1980 or 1988 or something like that, and they moved here with no power. The house was here, or the shack, he was saying, and says life's great. It's nice and quiet. All you hear is the birds or the water wheel squeaking. You're he said 1.2 miles off the main road. Said they got a diesel generator, which I believe is over here in this shed, that pumps all the sap down the lines to the holding tanks and then over into the evaporator shed. I'm losing my chain of thought.
My sister got in the way.
Yeah, my little sister got in the way. She's actually older than me, just a lot shorter. But the owner said we could come up, have a look at his wood sheds. I thought they were animal barns at first. Oh, jumpins'. All kinds of wood in there. And he's got more here. You know, look at all the pipelines. Wow. And this is quite the shed. It's, if you look, it's quite long.
Oh, yeah.
And it's filled right to the end. And then he's got more, more over here that's piled up. There's another shelter over there. Not sure what he has. He's got some conveyor belts that come out. Now I asked him if he had any pesky neighbors for animals like bears or moose or deer. He said they're so far back in the woods they have to go out to hunt. Meaning the deer and the bears don't come back this far. Nice and peaceful up in here. Well, he gave me permission. I'm gonna go peek around a little. Oh, we got little dog tracks. Looks like dog tracks.
Probably the dog that comes around.
Yeah. Oh, he's got his own wood mill. That's what this is. It's a little sawmill. Nice. So he's got, watch the line. So he loads his trees up on here, sends it down into there. There's a saw blade right here and try and get it in the picture. Yeah, right there. You got the saw blade, cuts the wood the way he wants it. He's got another saw blade over on the side, or one to hook the logs, and yeah, that there would be to cut it to length. Quite the setup. Nice, nice little workshop. He built all his own stuff, I take it, by himself. Quite the handyman. Oh, gotta go under the line. Ugh. And we're gonna walk back down, have a peek at what's going on in the evaporator house, and then we'll take a walk down to the water wheel and see how they get their main power. I'll be back soon. Smoke coming, or the steam coming from the evaporator. What's that?
More wood over there.
Yeah, he's got more wood over here. Got to keep everything going. We'll go say hi to the birds. Huh. That one's cool. On camera, focus. Seems like it's getting steamy. Wipe that off. Peaceful spot. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
So we meet again?
Meet again.
How's it going?
One straight path. We just went downstairs. Have you gone downstairs before?
Nope, not yet. No, first time here.
There, so they pump the maple syrup up here.
Okay.
From down there.
Yeah.
It's well set up. They have their own power grid, so they're not attached to the power grid at all.
Yeah, that's what they were saying there.
Yeah, it's self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, he's got a mill up on the hill there for all the wood and everything. Yeah, it's quite the setup. It's nice.
No, it's a good idea. Who wouldn't like not to have to bill every month?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want it.
I got to like walk in and out 20 minutes each way.
Trying simple.
How's it going?
I'm gonna show you the cold day.
Huh?
Cold day.
Cold day? Yeah. Starting to warm up though.
Yeah, we need some warmer days than we've had.
Yeah.
Oh my heavens, that's two of them. That's an old guy.
As soon as I got the two of them, one guy said, I'll give you $20 and let you grab one right quick from me.
I will show you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will show you guys.
Yeah.
He was in there when he was 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
And then whenever they were, I don't know. They moved off, so I don't know. It wouldn't be the children, it would be the other one.
Yeah, a lot of hospitals now.
2 or 3 of them together.
Yeah.
Does that go in there when the syrup's ready?
That's syrup, yeah. I just got a filter there now.
Okay. When we came in here earlier, I think it was empty.
Yeah, well, I just filled it there and I was hot and not pouring it in here.
So you just put it through a filter, do you?
Yeah, through a cloth bag.
And that would just take out any dirt or anything like that, would it?
Yeah, it's more, the dirt's pretty well filtered out through the sap.
Okay, yeah.
This is what we call a sugar sand that won't come out until it cooks. And if we didn't take it out, your syrup when you pour it in pancakes have little streaks in it.
Okay, yeah.
It wouldn't hurt you, but don't look appetite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, in your back.
So how much would this evaporator hold?
Oh, I don't know. You never make a batch.
No?
No, it's come in all the time when we boil.
Yeah.
And as it cooks, it'll keep moving to the other end. And this is the only section that'll get served right there in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this over here would be
Just partly cooked. Yeah.
Partly cooked.
Yeah.
And then it would move down.
Yeah.
Move down into here, and that'd be your final product kind of deal.
So is it already in there?
Well, it might not quite be because I just took a bucket out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it gonna leak by itself, or do you
Oh
have to
no,
open
no,
it?
the manual.
Okay.
Manual, yeah.
So how do you tell if it's good or bad? Like, yep.
Probably by
If you don't get this off from the clean part of the bag, it gets hard to get through.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wow.
probably by temperature.
There's the thermometer right there. It's different, good and syrupy, and you run it out. Oh, I guess it's pretty close. Look, see how it's hanging on there?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you tell.
You tell how big it is, and you can tell how. It's close, but not quite.
So you need a little bit more, do you?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
need another two. See, it won't stick at all here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You kind of get used to how big that got to be. I mean,
so is it kind of like step down, and like how does it get to here from there? Like how does it say like, all right, I'm so far done?
Yeah, then it goes through there,
Okay.
like that. It stays there until we let it out. And then when we let that out, the next spinner will come in.
Okay. Yeah.
As
So
soon
it
as
just
it
kind of
comes
cycles
here,
through.
Yeah.
It pushes.
It's coming.
Yeah.
A little coming all the time because you're getting what's steaming off.
Mhm.
It's feeding through here all the time into there.
Yeah.
There's a float, so they won't get any deeper or any shallower.
Yeah. So it goes from thinner to thicker.
Yeah.
But how does it determine, like in the system, how would it determine, like, okay, the thick stuff's got to go here and the thinner stuff goes up
Well,
there?
the fin is coming in all the time and pushing the part.
Okay, just kind of pushes it downstream, gravity.
Well, it's level. It's level. Yeah. It starts in the corner of that pan there and it goes up that side, this side.
Okay, yeah.
And when we got both boilers going, it starts in the other one and it goes all through that one. Then it come over here. And
then
it
goes
just
to
gets
this
more
one.
syrup faster because you got more oil in it.
Yeah.
So how long do you guys boil?
Well, it's just when we got stopped. Like today, I didn't start after I eat my dinner. And I
Okay.
only started at 1, so it wasn't a very good day.
Okay. So when you're gonna run out, you're gonna stop?
We
Or
got much right now.
yeah.
We'll run over to somebody holler supper or one of the other pretty soon. So. I usually quit putting wood in at 4 o'clock so I can be in the house by 5.
Okay.
But well, I need
You
to
don't
eat.
have somebody else that keep
No.
over for you?
And dinner, if we go in the morning, I eat my dinner there. You
Yeah.
can't leave it there. But
No.
This will boil over. See how high it gets? Bubbling up?
Yeah. So do you got to keep that at a certain temperature? Just keep firing wood
The
in?
more wood you put in it,
Yeah.
the more syrup you can get off.
Okay, yeah.
If it get too high, you put a few drops of milk in it.
What is that?
Milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
How come you put that in there?
Keep them going over. It'll keep coming higher and going over.
Okay,
The
to
milk just
make
kind
it.
of reduces
See it
the
going
bubble.
down? See the
Yeah.
foam
Yeah.
going down?
Okay.
There it is right there.
Wow.
Oh, geez. That's a small drop of milk.
Yeah, in a big pan.
Yeah, in a big pan, and it completely decreased.
And only the fat and the milk that does it. The milk
Yeah.
just doesn't fill
Well, I
right.
remember when we're boiling, let's say, potatoes, my mom used to run butter all around the rim so it wouldn't go over.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but I mean, that whole thing
Yeah.
was foaming over, and that was like 2 drops of milk. Nice.
Now, is that 2% or regular milk?
Oh, that's regular milk.
Regular milk.
Yeah. Don't get the thin milk in the ball. You're going to be in trouble. Eh? And for every 40 gallon you put in here, you get 1 out there.
Yeah.
So
40
that-
to make 1 gallon.
Yeah, so you have that
syrup.
shiny barrel there full of syrup.
Girls,
You get that can full.
Yeah.
are you ready?
Well, put a walk out to the cars, eh?
So you guys have a water wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And solar panels.
And solar panels.
That's run the house 100%.
Okay. Now, how much power would you get off your water wheel?
Well, before we put solar in, it used to do it all.
Oh yeah.
But it
And you would get that year round?
No, the summer was our problem.
Summer was a problem?
Water level would go down too low.
Okay, yeah.
We had it run all winter.
Yeah.
Actively boarded up on each side and put the borders over the top, so it was not so much ice
So
bang.
how much of a, how big was your lake or whatever you want to call it here?
Well, just a brook, like.
It's just a boat, but
Yeah,
you
but
dammed
it's
it.
dammed to get water up high to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you learn all this? Where did you...
Trial and error.
Oh.
Yeah. Best way to do it. The only way you're going to learn.
Yeah, that wheel running there is the front off the old boilers in the Amherst hospital. The neighbor drugged them home to his place, and I got them and welded them up and put the blades on them there. And took an old rear end of a track boat, the gears in it, and I put the housingry inside and welded it in. And made me some good heavy.
Amherst Hospital, that was up on the hill? Where was that?
Yeah, the one that used to be up on the hill, yeah.
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 Well, where's they built a new one?
Yeah, a new one just before you get to Canada, going like this highway here, before you get to Amherst, you're right there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So how many years ago would you have built the dam?
I know the wheel that you run in there today was built, I think, in '91, and, and we run the wheel in there before that. So
yeah.
I like a little spring in my coffee, but I don't imagine I could do that.
Yeah, it takes a fair amount of water.
Yeah, you'd have to build her up pretty good.
Yeah.
Shoot.
She'll charge if she's doing 30 revolutions a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the wheel don't have to turn very fast and still make power.
Yeah. So now, do you have batteries?
Yes.
For how many batteries would you have?
Well, I had more of the batteries for the solar, but that feeds into the same thing.
Right.
Then it goes through an inverter. It makes 110.
Okay.
Same as
Well, how many batteries for the solar?
Well, there's 12.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 2-volt batteries. So 6 makes 12 volts, so they got 2 sets of 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Each battery's all you want to pick up.
Oh, yeah?
Or all one man want to pick up. Maybe we should have prepared it that way. I can pick them up and set them over there, but I couldn't pick it up and carry it.
Quite heavy?
Oh, they're heavy.
Big,
Yeah.
So how do I get down to your water wheel? Can I go down and have a peek at that?
Down that way.
Okay.
There and down the stairs.
Yeah, the door shop, but just push on it.
All right.
We're in here? The water wheel?
Yeah.
Go in the building over to left, and we're in the roof thing there on the suction, and that sat coming in when it gets so full, it's up in the tank.
Nice.
There's only about 90 steps down to the...
No, he's way out. It's only 84.
And then you can turn around and walk
86, 87, you count them too.
Shut up. What'd you find?
Look what I found.
What's your name?
Neil.
Neil? Jason.
How you doing?
So you live here full year round?
Yeah, year round.
Is this your place or?
Yeah, I own it 100%.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And so how long you been here?
I tell everybody I was born in June '52, and I was here next year, so. I think I might have been in the way. But
Yeah. So you've been here since '52 or no?
52.
Oh, geez, I'm older than you were then.
Yeah.
For a year?
A year.
Really? Yeah, I'm born 51.
You go see the water wheel? You want to go see the water wheel?
We're gonna go see the water wheel pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll go help ya.
You gonna go help us?
You gotta go.
Yeah, because I walk.
You gonna walk down the stairs here again, Jason?
So this place here, do you guys like produce syrup for the general public, or just kind of like whoever just kind of rolls through the door kind?
And then we go to the Halifax Farmer.
But you guys can't
Halifax
go there
Farmers
at
Market?
all.
That's a year-round Saturday market.
Okay, yeah.
Well, it's open more on Saturday, but Saturday's the only day we go.
Yeah.
Can you see what it looks like?
Would you have it in any local superstores or farmer or
Very,
like local
very
grocery
rare.
stores or
Sometimes
something?
at the store we have a little bit. Haven't put a drop in this year.
No.
No.
Okay.
Off to a stick.
They don't want to pay.
There's a lot of.
They don't want to pay enough.
Well, that's truthful enough. That and there's a lot of producers very handy, and we got a good market. Why cut into the other fellows?
Well, there's enough to go around, I guess. But
Oh yeah.
I suppose when you're playing the grocery store market and stuff like that,
Yeah, it
it's
sets on the
a
shelf.
lot more paperwork.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it sets on the shelf a long time. And
Yeah.
where you're selling it right to the customer at the market, it's
Yeah.
a different picture, eh?
Yeah, you get the feeling of the smile,
Yeah.
and you know
And
you
the
did a
people
good
talking
job.
to you, they realize looking at it, you don't get complaints about the price either.
Yeah.
You know.
No. All right, I'm gonna head down to the water wheel and see what's going on. Yeah, I'll try and hound you as much as I can.
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Yeah, trying to put
That's
together a little.
I got a good day in somehow. There's
yeah.
not much sat today, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to put together a little video or something of my travels. You got all kinds of sugar over there, or what? Hey, no.
Pocket.
Well, I don't want that in my pocket.
Start to evaporate. Steam. What? Is it 212?
Yeah, water's 212, and I think this is fairly close. Because it's only 2% maple, so when the sat, so
Okay.
so your boiling point would be so close that
Right.
you'd have to be.
Well, okay.
And that
Would it be
that'd
above
be-
it or below it?
It'd be 19.
It
It could be a hair higher. The surface 219, like when it hit the surface, like a.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's
pretty
better
good.
it is, the hotter it gets. So
Yeah.
I guess it could be the fraction above. You would had that fancy kind of equipment to figure that out and study the barometric pressures every morning just to make sure your phones are right.
Yeah.
That's why we use the dipper. There ain't too much scientific to that.
I hope I was recording the last one. So we're down at the water wheel right now. This is where they generate all their power for their sugar camp and their home. They also have solar electricity. The pond, they had to build a dam, which we're standing on here, which kind of creates this little pond. This was just a little brook in the beginning. That's to generate their power. They got an alternator there, looking like the alternator is going to send power up to the batteries. It said he had 12 batteries. And a converter that turns it into 110 volts. Not sure the other couple pumps that are there. Maybe something to do, you hook it up and that'll help pump the syrup by water. Yeah, it's another pump there. These here must have been pumps to either pump water up to the house or help pump the syrup. Water wheel runs pretty good. So we're leaving the water wheel now where they generate their power. Then we're going to go over to where the syrup runs down. Now, see, you got main lines here, and main lines over here. they all come down the hill and they come down into the holding shed. Now the holding shed, he was saying, come have a peek in here. I should see some syrup coming down. So we got a little bit of ice and snow in there because it's, well, it's below zero. Things freeze. But yeah, you got nice artwork. Oh, choke. Yeah, so the syrup comes down, runs into this, the plunger will go up, and it'll get up so high, probably about here where it looks to be, right around this line here. It'll get up into there, the plunger will lift, it drops it down into the basin, and that's what you get for syrup. And then you got this pipe here that will go over here to the pump, and then it pumps it back up, and it runs out up into the evaporator. So they have to pump it from here back up the hill to the evaporator house. They got another bin here holding their stuff.
That old computer chair.
Now there's a computer chair. I don't know how old that would be, but it looks like it has some age. It looks well built. Almost looks like a spider web. You'd have to know what you're doing to figure all this out. That pipe there on the other side would be below the ice, and it's constantly moving below, like the water's constantly moving. It'd be under the ice. So say the pipe on the other side would be 4 or 5 feet deep. The ice would be 2 feet in thickness or something, and then it would come out. It would just constantly flow through. As long as it's moving, it shouldn't freeze. It might freeze up some here, like on the wall and stuff like that, and on the edges, but for the most part, it's fast-moving water.
The water never freezes all the way.
No.
The water doesn't freeze all the way.
Well, it freezes, yeah. Oh, it won't freeze right from the top to the ground, no. No, because the water keeps moving, right? Kids having fun, playing on the hill, being monkeys. Being monkeys! We're gonna take a walk back up. And this is the stairway going back up to the evaporator house. And as he was saying, it's something along 87 stairs. Can't remember if I actually took the video coming down, so we're gonna take a video going up. If all you guys want to count 87 stairs, you're more than welcome to. I can hear them counting behind me. Now he built all this here by himself with he's got his own little wood mill, so he went and he cut everything himself and sawed it all up and built quite the structure. Huh. Must be for sugar licking.
That's not 84.
84 there.
84.
And then there's one there.
So 85.
6.
No. 88.
Hey. So Neil, they're saying 88 stairs.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to count a few extra on that.
Yeah.
Probably could find that many.
Yeah.
With the 2.
Yeah, counting everyone.
No, it's quite the setup. I like it. So
I'm not right. I'm not retired. Not boiling very hard now. No.
So would you work besides this, or just kind of work off
that's
the
my
land?
living.
Or?
That's my livelihood now. I used to milk cows one time.
Yeah.
Farm.
Okay.
Now I cut some hay and sell some hay.
Yeah.
Do the maple business.
Okay.
So is that
And
your
pull in my little brown
windmill?
check in the month a little bit. He's
Uh-huh.
like 65 and I'm over 60, so
Yeah.
I
What's
get a
that?
little government check each month. It's not much.
Yeah.
Then we've been doing the farm market 3 years. So.
Yeah. No, it's nice.
Well, they're good, fairly cheap. Delivery.
Yeah.
No lights.
No.
Just a little phone bill. Just a phone bill last year, so we couldn't get phone for you all the time.
Oh yeah.
But we had to put in a great big high tower and put a booster in the house. And,
Okay. Yeah.
and now we can sit on the couch and talk on the phone, just like the old-fashioned phones. You got to go to one place in the house to talk. But
Yeah.
There's not even reception for cell phone, I think.
Not only that, you got to go in the house and sit on the couch to get it. Eh? Even yours work in there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Your phone work in the house.
It would work in there, but
Yeah,
not
but
here?
I don't.
Because I got a
Oh, is that
I got a
right?
big high tower in the house room
Okay,
and a
okay.
booster upstairs, and it goes downstairs to a receiver. I guess they call it an aerial, but aerial receiver, right?
Okay. Because I tried even the first sugar camp and it was out service.
No, some
Yeah.
some
No, I don't
people
have service
can
here.
get it out on the way out there somewhere, then and talk all the way in. But if you hang up, you can't get back out. Eh?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we bought one month and it wouldn't look. The Rogers would walk on it,
Yeah.
but not that Rogers any better than the other one, but just that their tower must be able to hand here and here.
Yeah.
But then it said on the box, you can't do this. Before you give up this system, call this 800 number. So my son-in-law over here, he called way down in the States there somewhere. And
Got her going.
He asked where we lived, and he kind of found out where he was. And guy said, it's down Amherst. I said, wait till I get the map. I told whatever we hit on tours and stuff.
Yeah.
Started out in Amherst. Said, no, that's the wrong way. And started this way. He said, I see the Baird Road. That's that little road just crossing this one.
Okay.
I said, yeah, you're there. Just about a mile crossing that. And he said, yeah, you're in a hard place. We should be able to get service. He asked what kind of antenna and stuff we had. And he said, oh, that ain't strong enough. I'll send you one that will work.
Thanks.
Yeah, I said, you paid enough for that one. He said, we won't charge you this. And they said that was a faulty one.
Yeah.
That is not paid. Said, you have to get your own wire and tower and put it up. And it's a direct.
So this was our little adventure to Ripley's Maple Syrup Camp. They don't operate on the normal grid, power grid. They have their own source of power. They have solar power, and they have the water wheel down on the brook. It gives everything they need. This is their livelihood. Great people, really friendly. I'm definitely going to come back someday. Next time I'm in the area. This is out in out by Amherst, Nova Scotia. It's a nice little spot. Real nice people, real friendly. They don't mind showing you around, showing you how they live and what their setup is. Might try and come back another time and get a little bit more detail on the place, but I mean, geez, it's a nice spot. Anyways, that's all for now. I got about a 1.5 mile walk out of the woods because our car's parked on the road. I got my 4-liter jug of Ripley's maple syrup that was freshly made. The bottle's still warm. Just bottled this morning. So I'm kind of excited about that. Great price on their syrup. And it's a beautiful spot to come and visit. Well, I gotta go catch up. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.